Hello everybody, welcome back to another Lost Ark video. This is going to be another continuation in the series of just like raw gameplay of a character or class, and today we're going to be doing Gunslinger. Just in case you guys just wanted to see how a Gunslinger plays in its day-to-day, we're going to run a Guardian, we're going to run our, we're just going to run our dailies. Like, that's it. That's the series. I got nothing like super on the mind to talk about, aside from like the battle item QOL stuff, which I also talked about recently. I don't know when that video came out. It might have been yesterday. But I talked about the battle item QOL, but I'll talk about it some more because I really enjoy the battle item QOL stuff. And yes, I know my Unas aren't hyper optimized. I don't give a shit, man. Like, the 15 seconds I could save, it's not a big deal. I'm not that worked up about it. It's okay. These Unas have been set like this for like a year and a half or whatever. It's totally chill. I'm way too lazy to change them. But the battle item QOL stuff, the roster-wide battle item storage, this is so good. As always, like I mentioned, I like to mention, it'll default to it being tradable/untradeable split, so it makes it look a lot less readable. I just select merge. You can also favorite stuff and then have it view favorites. But there's a lot more ability to just know how many battle items you have and keep all your battle items in its own inventory now, which is super helpful. Because just having them all spread out all over the place was just kind of obnoxious before, truthfully. And also, a super nice thing that they did is the fact that you can you don't need to log into all your characters. It just, every character on my account, their battle items got added. Which is good, because I haven't logged into the majority of these characters in months at this point. So, we take the W's where we can. I guess we should start looking for a Sonovel party, see if there's any support. Love that for me. I always like to try to get into a party that has a support, because it just makes it easier, and also it makes it more, I don't know, just easier to show off the character in its like actual environment with a support. But I'm not going to be able to do that, so to matchmake we go. My Gunslinger's nothing special. Nothing special. But as a class, I really do enjoy Gunslinger. I think the changes that Gunslinger has gotten over the months and the years has been beneficial. Namely, making her focus shot a bit faster and stuff like that. Being able to swap from shotgun rapid fire to bullet rain. Just small stuff like that. Gunslinger has gotten better. I wish I could look at Party Finder while I'm in queue. You can, but you have to open it before. You have to do it like this. That's a little life hack. Little life hackaroo. As always, I usually just throw all battle items in matchmaking because I don't feel like hitting the enter key. We actually have a support for once, very cool. So the class will feel more similar to how it should feel. Which is always what I try to do in these little showcases. That's... okay, I was gonna say that's gonna be aimed right at me, probably. And that's gonna be unfortunate. Gunslinger is a class that has a very, very good counter. So you should always try to counter as Gunslinger, in my opinion. Especially since your counter will always be off cooldown, unless you use it for mobility. Which, realistically, you're not going to be using it for mobility that often. The general idea for Gunslinger is you just apply your crit debuff, and then you rotate a couple skills. But you can see, Gunslinger is pretty chill to play. It's a lot of muscle memory to get used to it at first, but like, I don't know. I don't even really have to think about what I do anymore, which is only natural, because the more you play something, the more muscle memory you get, you know? You know how it works. And nothing in this game should be, like, super scary to the point of, like, you not wanting to try it at all for fear of, like, not being able to do it. Because you can assuredly do it. It's just something that's going to take time, right? You can kind of see what I mean with Gunslinger being super mobile. Also, I definitely would have been able to get that counter too, even though I was already locked in an animation. That's just what I mean. Like, if you... Gunslinger is very, very good. I think just to have in your party in general. So if you enjoy playing a Gunslinger, I mean... Even if they aren't, like, the most damaging class in the game, I think they are still one of the better classes in the game. Just to have in, like, a party composition. And I mean, like I said, it's super chill to play. It feels really smooth to play it, which is what I look for in classes. I really like classes that feel smooth. And I know, I know a lot of swiftness classes feel smooth just because, like, by nature of being able to press more buttons or whatever. But I think the benefit of Gunslinger, not a swift class, you just have a lot of different buttons to press because you have so many different weapons and you max 7 different damaging skills or whatever. But hopefully you can see what I mean. And then for Chaos Dungeon, it's nothing too special. But I will do a singular Chaos Dungeon before I end it off because I always like to showcase both sides. Just because I like I said, we're just chilling, we're hanging out, I'm running some dailies, raw gameplay, nothing hand-picked or whatever. This is just what the class looks like on a day-to-day basis. I'm not running Betrayal because I'm just lazy. You should know this if you watch me at this point. If it's not broke, don't fix it. What's going to really save me more time in a Chaos Dungeon is me paying attention to what I'm doing, not me changing my set to Betrayal or not. But even without Betrayal, like, clearly I think Gunslinger has a pretty decent Chaos Dungeon clear because I don't have it set to Betrayal. I think you know if I set a class to Betrayal, it's probably because their clear was terrible enough for me to want to change it. So I think that in itself is telling. But I think Gunslinger has pretty good Chaos Dungeon clear, even without it, as you can see. Definitely not a bad clear. But we're getting close to the end of this, so I should probably wrap it up. Like you can see, I'm just on autopilot. This is super chill. You don't really have to think too much. You just cycle between your 2 pistol skills. You got your shotgun skill. Just for Chaos Dungeon clearing. Super easy. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, though, and thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching the raw Gunslinger unedited XXX gameplay. I'll see you guys all in the next one. As always, thank you to my YouTube members, my Tier 2s, Blitzel, Remix My Life, I'm Nufu, Arizike, Jacob, and Clouded, and all of my Tier 1s, It's Biscuits, Inder, Diz, and of course Arturus. Thank you guys all so much for supporting me the little extra bit. I'm outie. Bye!